here. I recently did a video about cheap guitars, and I mentioned this Bobkat harmony in that video. This guitar would have been a cheap guitar back in the day, although when it came out in 1963, I think the price, or in the mid-60s, was $87.50, which sounds like cheap guitar today, but back then that was actually a pretty decent amount of money. It's probably held its value. You can find these in the 1 and 2 pickup models. The 1 pickup models typically go for around $500 now, and the 2 pickups can go for as much as $1,000, but I doubt it. You can always find them for around $500 to $700. But this is basically, the pickups are kind of the main reason I picked this up, because I've got a guitar, I've got single coils, I've got humbuckers, I've got a guitar with soap bars, I've got lipstick pickups like on the Dan Electros, and also Telecasters in the neck position is kind of a lipstick pickup. But I didn't have gold foil pickups. These are called gold tone pickups by D'Armond, I think it's said. And then you could also, this one does not have the tremolo arm, but it was a feature you could get on it. So you basically here, you have 2 tones and 2 volumes. So if I want to, I guess mute, so I can mute this. So I got neck pickup, and then bridge pickup, and then both pickups. It's basically pretty standard. It's got a bolt-on neck, a 3-bolt, kind of a pseudo sunburst, kind of a 2-tone. I guess you would call that a real 2-tone sunburst. The other thing that's great about this guitar is it's got a very small neck. It's a little bit beefy on the backside. It's a little bit like a baseball bat, but it's very skinny. So it's a very narrow neck. So if you have a smaller hands, it's a little hard for me to play. And I'm using a lot of reverb and a lot of chorus and effect. I used this on a movie. I can't remember which one it was, but I used this on a movie because the composer really liked the tone. The melody with a bunch of different guitars, and then he picked his favorite, and it turned out to be this one. So I'm going to change sounds, get more of a clean sound here. Okay, so this is more of a clean sound. Change pickup, or pickups. This guitar was made till about 1971, I think is the last year of production. And it's not, it's like I said, it's a great little guitar. I've actually used it on a couple gigs and many sessions. And it's always hanging in my studio, so I can always grab it if I want it. And it is vintage, technically. Vintage guitar. I mean, it's from the 60s, so it's vintage. Let's hear it with some gain. You want to hear some gain? Okay. So neck pickup, some blues. Reactive too. Kind of cleans up when you pick softer. Or if I just go to like the bridge pickup and hit some big, like E. pretty good. I'm using amplitude here. Get the, let's see, go back to the clean sound. Get the same sound here. So anyway, yeah, it's a Harmony Bobkat from the 60s. This is probably, there is no serial number on here, so there's really no way of knowing exactly what year it was made. Although I'm sure there's experts out there that can tell me. Maybe if I took off the pick guard, I could see some information in there. But anyways, very likely mid-60s, late 60s. And it's actually a great little player. It's really easy to play. If you've got smaller hands, and I don't, but if you have smaller hands, it might be a good one to pick up.